and today I'm going to be just doing like a little bit of an update as far as where I am in my writing. I missed Manuscript Monday obviously, but so I'm kind of doing like a Manuscript Wednesday instead. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So first I wanted to update you on kind of like where my reading is this month. I have read 2 books so far, and I've started Croswald, which I'm about 100 pages in, but I don't know that I'll be getting as much reading done as I had originally planned because I am trying to get a lot of writing done this month because I really want to finish my book by the end of March. Well, it's the first draft of my story, and that's for my fantasy novel, but I also started a contemporary story, and so far I'm just kind of working on the outline. I did kind of have like a spark of inspiration, and I just started writing, and I wrote like 1,500 words in one day, and then I decided I better go back and outline and kind of figure out where my story's gonna go. So I went ahead and started doing that on a whiteboard, and I only have like the first couple chapters kind of outlined, but I feel like that's a good start for that. But I am just kind of taking my time with that, and just when I feel inspiration, I go back to that and write what I need to remember what I'm planning on doing with that story. Now for my fantasy, I've written probably a little over 3,000 words in the last couple of days, and I'm just trying to at least write a little, I think about 500 words a day to get that story done by the time that I want to. I did where I have Scrivener, so you can get on there and you can like look at how many pages you have, how many total words you have, how many characters, and so on and so forth. And I went ahead and opened that up, and I have like 28,000 words written, a little over, or something like that. And when I opened it up, it said that I had 68 pages, and I'm like, oh, that sounds awful, because even if I get to like 50,000 words, I only have like a little of like 130 pages total, so it's not really a lot. That's not a full book at all. It's not even close. So I am going to have to write like 75,000 words to get like a short book. So it might take me longer than my goal, or I will have to write a little bit more. So I've kind of just decided to go all in with writing right now and just kind of read when I have more downtime than I feel like writing, I guess. So, which for me isn't a lot, but I will be trying to get some reading in, but mostly I'll be focusing on writing. So that is really my update for now. Okay, so I wanted to kind of just go ahead and do like a miniature book haul along with this video because it was just a short little video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little book haul because I have gotten a couple books here in the last week. So I'll just go ahead and throw that in with this so it's not just like a 3-minute video. Okay, so and this is what I mean by small book haul for me. Okay, so the first book that I got was Milk and Honey, which is a collection of poems, and I don't think I've hauled this yet, but if I have, I'm sorry. But anyway, I did actually finish reading this yesterday. It took me like one day to finish it. Was not a long read at all, but I didn't end up caring for it as much as I thought I would, but I also didn't expect it to be what it was. And I feel like the reason why I didn't like it is just because I couldn't really relate to it. I'm more of like a really positive, upbeat person, and I don't suffer from depression or anything like that. So this, I feel like you can relate to this if you've gone through things like rape or dealing with an abusive relationship or something like that. And I did really like the last section of this book, but it wasn't really my thing ultimately. So that was the first one. And then next I got By Your Side, which is about a girl who gets locked in a library with a boy, and it's just kind of a little, supposed to be like a fun romantic contemporary novel, and it's by Casey West, which I've never read any of her books, so I've heard that this is really cute and it's just a light read, so I went ahead and picked it up. I pre-ordered it and it came out last week, so the 31st last week. So, and then I got with that one Wait for Me by Caroline Leach. And I also got Croswald with these books, but it's out in the living room and I don't really feel like getting it. And everybody kind of knows what it's about already because I think I've talked about it before. Anyway, so this one is a historical fiction novel that takes place in World War II, and it is just another little like romance novel. And I read like a couple chapters of it, and I think I'm gonna wait on it. It does sound like really cute, but I'm just not in that mood. I just went ahead and picked up Croswald. So the next book that I got was The You I've Never Known, which I've read. This is by Hopkins, and I read a lot of her novels before. This one is about a girl who lives with her dad, and he is very protective of her, and she ends up going, and her mom's not in the picture. She ran off like years ago or something and left them, and she ends up finding her mom, and her mom tells her that her dad kidnapped her and that that her dad's a liar and all this stuff. And it's like her journey to like figuring out what really happened. And it also is intertwined with another story about a girl who is dating this older guy who deceives her, and then she ends up pregnant. And I think their lives, their paths kind of cross in a way, and it's their stories together. I really enjoyed Ellen Hopkins' writings when I was younger. I think it was middle school or early high school that I read her books, so I haven't read one in a long time, and that was like Burned and all of those books. So, and then the next one I got was one that my dad made me get, and he read it a couple years ago and he said it was really good. And I don't think it's actually young adult, I think it's adult fiction, but it's called Angelology, and I'm not even sure what it's about, but my dad's just, I know it's about angels, and my dad's making me read it, so that's basically all I know. He's like, read the first chapter, and I'm like, I have like this huge list of books that I gotta read, and he's like, do it, just read it. So I'll probably be reading that soon because he's just been really insistent on it. And then the next book I got was one that I was really excited for. I pre-ordered it and got it yesterday, and that is Rise of Fire, which I read the first one, which was Reign of Shadows, and I really enjoyed that one, so I'm really excited to read this one. And the last book I got is kind of like a self-help book, and it is The 5 Love Languages of Children, which I've been having some issues with my daughter and kind of us kind of butting heads a little bit, so I figured this would be a good one. If you haven't heard of like the 5 love languages, it's a really popular book for relationships, and this is just that but with kids. So I'm really excited to read this. I read the first couple chapters, and I'm hoping that it'll help with my parenting a little bit. So that is it for my update / book haul video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am really behind on book tags. I've been tagged in a lot of tags lately, and I just have gotten really behind on them because I felt like I was overloading my channel with tags. So I'm gonna try to get in a couple a week on days that I don't normally post videos probably. So tomorrow and later this week, Dustin has the whole like 6 days off for like vacation kind of, because yeah, the other owner of our clinic that he owns is going out of town, so he has 6 days off. So that's cool, but it's gonna give him lots of time to watch the kids so that I can record more videos. So hopefully I'll get caught up on some tags, and hopefully you guys don't get too annoyed with all my tag videos that I'm posting this next week. Anyway, so that is it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.